Morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you. Good morning, everyone. Well, patient T. Giamanco.
Because I am full of patience.
No, spelled differently, right? Okay, we will get to that in a couple minutes. First of all, we want to say happy birthday to our grandson, Alex. He turns 14 on Tuesday. And let's see here.
He can get a driver's license in Missouri.
Actually, he just turned. It was this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the dates because my nephew Majid, his birthday was yesterday, and my girlfriend Robin from high school's birthday was yesterday, and today is Majid and Maliha's anniversary. There's a lot going on this summer months.
It's just been a... Can I use the S word or not?
I'm not sure what that S word is, but you can go ahead and say it. Yeah.
It's just been a shit week.
It has.
We can't keep up.
It's been... Those are the good things about the week, and that's probably about it.
Yes. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah, well, last Saturday was a decent day. It all went downhill the day after. So Saturday...
Give us a thumbs up on this video.
Please, we really need it, this week especially. So after we chatted, I went to lunch with my girlfriend Debbie from high school. She's been my bestie for all of these years. She's been through a lot. We've been through a lot together. And we had a really nice visit, nice lunch. It was her birthday in June, and we were just getting around to getting to her birthday lunches. So it's been hot, and it was hot on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And we were invited to go over to my brother's house for my sister-in-law's birthday, but it was too hot, so Tom stayed home with the fur babies so that they could keep cool. He could monitor the fans and the power stations and all that. We'll get to that in a minute. We had baseball like all day long.
We had baseball almost every day.
Yeah, but I mean that day it was like a double header, and then it kept getting rain delayed.
Yeah,
so there was a loss and a win. So there was that. Sunday we were trying to stay cool. Oh yeah, we changed the generator oil. Got that all taken care of so that we could use the generator for the AC. There's an early baseball game. We were conserving power in here for the generator just to be able to run the air conditioning.
That's all that we had on the generator. That's all it was pulling. Everything else we had on a power station, so we weren't worried about anything, any amps coming out of the generator at all, except to start the air conditioner.
Fans going on the
but everything else was on power station.
Well, our surge protector died.
It did what it's supposed to do.
Right, it did what it's supposed to do.
We installed it in 2014 again with a friend, and
hardwired.
We hardwired it in. We didn't have one of those that goes on the post at RV parks. I decided I want one that's hidden inside of a bay and hardwired. So we had to snip our cord in half to put this in the middle of it, where it comes in from the shore power in the bay and then goes through the rest of the RV. Well, it finally gave out, and it was a good one. It was one of those Progressive Industries EMS HC50, I think.
Or 50, yeah.
Or HW50 or something like that.
But
it did its job. It always told us, it has the little remote readout, tell us what the amps are coming in and the voltage and things like that. Anything under 104, it will click off.
And if there's any errors.
And if it's over 125 coming in, it will click off. Same thing. It's a good protector. They all basically do the same thing, no matter which brand you get. I favor the Progressive Industries just because we started with it, so that's the one that we like. But it popped, and it saved us, because even though we're running off the generator went way low for some reason, and we had it perfect with the air conditioner. It wasn't We only have one air conditioner. It has a high and low setting on it. As long as you use just the low setting, you're basically on a 30 amp plug. The high setting will only run on 50 amps. So it's like two air conditioners. It's a heat pump, air conditioner, everything all in one. And we don't have a rooftop one. Ours is underneath the rig. So it's a big air conditioner. Well, I pulled a little bit too much, I think, from the generator. Generator went and then went back up, and it popped. And nothing, we had no power inside the rig at all because EMS died. But it did its job. It protected everything else inside the rig.
We do have 12 volt. So
Yeah,
our
yeah.
solar was still okay and our 12 volt.
Yeah, like we have our ceiling lights on right now, which
Yeah.
are run by our 6-volt batteries. So
Right.
12-volt system in the RV runs just fine. And what we've been doing during the whole week is just running with our power stations. Thank goodness for those power
Yes.
stations, because we've been running a big box fan, and then what's the big whirlybird one called? The big
don't know.
whirlybird fan that's really super powerful.
It's nice and strong.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've had that and.
And then your little black fans.
Yep. Oh.
And we've done this because it's been almost 100 degrees every single day. And
Yeah.
it gets up to almost 95 to 96 inside the rig.
Yeah.
So having that air movement really helps.
Yep. And Tom and I and Bear can go outside and get it because in the evenings it starts getting cool. And we could go out there and do that. But then we tried doing that last year with Kaylee, and she really is nervous out. I mean, not in her carrier,
Yeah.
not out in the open outside. But she's just nervous. So even though she's hot, she's more comfortable being in here.
Yeah.
So usually she'll lay on the hallway floor that's in between our toilet room and the shower. And it's linoleum there, and she'll lay on that, and we'll have a fan pointing that way. And most of the time she'll lay there with that, and she stays relatively cooler that way. But so
we've done that every day this week.
Yep, all week.
And where are we here?
On Monday.
Okay.
So we had an RV tech come first thing Monday morning. We called Sunday evening when after it happened.
More than anything, I wanted verification that I was guessing right, that it was the EMS
Right.
surge protector that had blown up.
Yep.
So we had him come over. He ran a couple tests that I don't have the equipment to run the tests on it. And he says, yep, it's done. It's toast.
Yep. So got online and ordered a new one.
Yep.
And that was Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon I ordered
Yep,
it.
you ordered
but
it.
they didn't get the shipping stuff until Tuesday morning because it's in East Coast. They're on East Coast time. So it was after their closing hours. So basically Tuesday morning is when they got it, dinged the credit card, boxed it up. I paid extra money for 2-day shipping, which means it would have been here Thursday, which means I could have installed it if it would have arrived on Thursday.
Yep.
But
it
that's
didn't.
another story down here another day.
But it didn't. So, let's see. What does that say? There was so much going on. So it's very tiny writing.
You
Okay,
really
so
need to bring it
Tuesday,
over here.
Tuesday we dropped off Bear at the vet
Yeah,
again.
we had two things Tuesday: Bear and the truck.
Yeah. So Bear was having a another little procedure, and then we dropped the truck. We dropped the truck off. Then we dropped Bear off, and
The reason we dropped the truck off is because a couple weeks ago you saw the video where all the fluid was leaking from underneath. I wanted to go into a real power stroke only
diesel
shop.
Yeah.
That's all they do, and have them run a diagnostic on it and give me some answers. And boy, did they.
Yep. What did they tell you?
This truck is in mint condition. He couldn't get over a 2000 vehicle that's got 206,000 miles on it that's as pristine as this one is.
We're not talking paint job. Or
Front
anything
to
either.
back, underneath, mechanically, this thing is, whoo, except for one thing.
An important one thing.
Your transmission is totally shot.
Well, this close to being totally because you can.
Yeah, you
we
can
barely
drive it.
we drive it home and we can drive it back to the shop, but that's it.
That's it. And he said I'd be real careful driving it.
Yeah.
he said, definitely you don't want to tow your trailer with it. I said, I understand. So he gave me the name of a great transmission shop in town that they do business with, because they don't work on transmissions.
Right.
But the guy down the street does, so they, do the little collaboration thing. Mm-hmm. So we got an appointment. The problem is the appointment is not until August
18th.
18th.
Next month, the whole month away from when we went there.
Before
exactly
he
a month.
can even look at it and get it in the shop.
Yeah.
And they're going to do a good rebuild on this, He gave me a decent price for a total rebuild for this truck.
And he says he upgrades them too, so I don't know what he does, but he does something to upgrade it.
I told him what we tow, how much weight, and things like that. Mm-hmm. And he says, I can upgrade it, I can do something, and he had some magic words he threw at me, and I just went, okay.
Yep.
So that's that story.
Yeah. So then we came home and waited around for us to go pick Bear up.
Yeah.
And I had to go by myself because Tom needed to stay here and monitor the heat because it was in the afternoon again. And so
I didn't want Kaylee getting overheated,
right.
So I wanted to make sure there was a fan blowing on her if she got up and moved all the time.
That's been another thing that these have been great for, is I'll go subtly set it down, even just on the low setting, and it gives a little bit more air.
Explain what it is.
Okay, this is one of our 12-volt rechargeable fans.
USB
rechargeable. You can USB it or you can plug it into the wall. But I love this thing because it swivels in so many different ways. I can have it positioned anywhere, anyway.
But anyway, it was good for the cat.
Yeah, it's been good for her. It's been good for us,
Kaylee.
wherever. My sister fell in love so much with this fan. We got her one for her birthday.
We bought her one for her birthday, and she just almost wears it around her neck like jewelry.
She's always got it with her, sitting outside, in the house, doing dishes, and so they're awesome. Anyway, when I picked up Bear, it was not good news. We will do another video, a separate video about that at some time when we are ready to do that. Wednesday, another day with no AC. You had to go to your
We made an
knee
appointment.
doctor.
This is the third summer I've dealt with this meniscus tear in my left knee. It happened in Yuma in the winter / turning to spring in Yuma 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Last year here in Reno, they gave me a cortisone shot in the knee because they didn't want to do surgery. Let's try the cortisone shot first.
I think you posted that video too that I took.
Probably. So we did that, but it's just not right. It hurts all the time. I can't kneel. I can't crawl. It's really difficult to work around the RV. You're always squatting. You're trying. I can't do it. Can't get down there.
Yep.
So made an appointment back with the same place. Talked to the knee doctor, and on Wednesday he basically, to shorten this down real quick, said, well, we just had a cancellation for a surgery on 8 a.m. Friday. Do you want to do it? And I went, yep, let's do it. And it kind of took him back. He was just like, what? Like he didn't think I would say yes, because most people want to take 2 or 3 weeks to think about it. And I said, no, let's just do it and get it done. Well, we've been thinking about it for 3 years, basically. Yeah. So I knew I wanted to get it done. So we did. And I left the doctor's office, came back, told her, I said, Friday morning, we got to be there by 6 a.m. to check in, surgery at 8. Yep. Hopefully I'll be walking on it by the afternoon. Well, that's another story coming up, too.
Yeah, more details on that coming up.
A little more complicated than we thought.
So we're sitting here and we're watching either a ball game or whatever it was we were watching, and my brother-in-law comes to the window and he says, there's a rattlesnake out here. And we're like, what? And he says, yeah, there's a rattlesnake. I stepped like right over it.
Big one.
So
if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, mostly Instagram, you'll see those pictures.
Yeah.
But
there's this rattlesnake right here in the yard.
There's a big rattlesnake.
So after I got thinking about it, I kept walking by. There's a whole bunch of these tiger lilies. So there's a lot of greenery and shade. So for that day, all day that day, I was walking by and I heard, the rattling But I thought it was like grasshoppers or cicadas or something, because sometimes they sound like that. And I had never heard a rattlesnake in real life, only on TV. So didn't think too much about it. I thought, I wonder if there's a snake in there. But nothing, ever shot out or anything. Well, later on that evening, that's when Kevin just about stepped on this snake. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder if that's where it was underneath there. And every time we walked by, it made that sound, but it never, shot out. So anyway, that was exciting. It was a big 7-button tail.
We're assuming 7 because we
Kevin
took care of it. He shot it, and he
Kevin
shot. I don't want to say he's a bad shot, but he shot the tail off first.
He was standing right over it. It took him like 3 to make sure it was dead.
Yeah, because of the angle that he was trying to shoot it. But we're assuming it was a 7. It could have been as much as an 8 or 9 button, but we think it was 7.
Yeah.
So that's a good sized rattlesnake.
Size, yeah. I got some pretty decent pictures too with our other camera that you haven't been able to post yet because I haven't uploaded.
We'll throw those up on a What Up Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do that. So on Thursday morning, we sit in bed and have our coffee and play on our phones and stuff in the morning. Just chilling.
My phone rings.
Tom gets a phone call and says, "Hi, this is the surgery center. We need you to have an EKG done before we can do surgery on you tomorrow." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Okay, where do I go?" So they gave him the place to go. So we get up, get dressed really fast.
Because it's cooler in the morning. We left the dog and the cat here with fans on them.
Yep.
I mean, we booked it downtown Reno to go get this done.
So we get down there to the heart.
They told us to come right now, so we can get it done. I'm like, we're on our way.
Yep. So we, got dressed, went into town. We go in there, and she's like, they fill out paper. We fill out paperwork.
A little bit of paperwork.
And then she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. We can't do this right now because we're too many. We're
so backed up. It'll be after 2.
Well, first she said, we can't do it. And we said, well, he has to have it. He's got surgery tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. And she was like, oh, let me see what I can do. She looked, through her stuff and said, oh, well, come back at 2 o'clock. We can do it at 2 o'clock. Come back then. I was like, okay. So we come on back home, and we go back into town, and then the one lady started giving you a hard time. We can't do this.
I went back into town. You stayed here.
No, we all went back into town.
Oh, that's right.
So
I forgot.
We all went back into town. We put the dog and the cat in the car, figured there's air conditioning. I could sit in the parking garage because you weren't sure where to go exactly.
Yeah, that's right. So we all went. They sat in the car with the air conditioning running while I went inside and argued with these people because they said, oh, we don't have time to do you today.
Yeah, but the gal that was checking us in the morning said, no, he needs this today. I told them to come back at 2 o'clock. Yeah. So he got his EKG done.
Yeah.
There was one little tiny thing on there that we weren't sure about. And it's like, okay, are you going to be able to have this surgery tomorrow or not?
It came back.
Something abnormal? Do you want to see the
No.
I've got the paper up there. But anyway.
It came back abnormal. Something abnormal for me. And I thought, well, that's just par for the course. Because a couple weeks ago, and I've never brought this up, if y'all heard about Ancestry.com? Talk about abnormal. I decided to do this and look into my family history and stuff like that. So here's what I get back from Ancestry.com. I went there looking for my family tree. I filled out all the stuff. I answered questions. What do I get back from them? They send me a pack of seeds back in the mail and said, it's better that you start over.
Oh, now that you got a fixed knee? I don't think so. Oh, goodness. So, anyway, Kaylee was kind of confused because we went in the Kia. She's used to riding in the truck, so she, belly aches just a little tiny bit sometimes.
She's in that little Kia, and boy, did she let us know she wasn't happy.
She's walking around, meow, meow. And she's not a cat that does that. Meow, meow. Yeah, that's a good, I can see it now. This is going to be the thumbnail. When it should be that. That should be the thumbnail for this video. So,
how to go again? I need that picture.
Meow, meow.
No, fingers and everything.
She didn't do that. But she calmed down after a while, and the ride home was fine. She was good. So Friday morning, we get up at 4:45,
Yep.
leave the house at 5:15, get to the surgery center.
At 5:45.
Quarter to
supposed
6.
to check in. So we go to open the door. They're not even there yet. It's still locked. They don't open till 6.
Tom and Lori are always early. We're always early. So the gal, she heard us try to open the door, and she actually came to the door and said, open the door and
She said, come on in. I'm not even logged into my computer yet, but come on
in. And I said, I'm so sorry we're late. She says, no, that's good. So as soon as she logged into the computer, they got
So
us.
sorry we're late. So sorry we're early.
Oh, yeah. So sorry we're early. Most of the time people say, so sorry I'm late. But anyway, got us checked in and sat there for a little while.
Sat there for more than
An
a little
hour.
while.
It was
Sat
an
there
hour.
for an hour in the waiting
And we're not
room.
even counting the 15 minutes early.
Oh, forgot my strap. They had a strap on
Oh,
me.
we forgot your...
They had a
we
strap
have it.
on me. And I'm sitting there and they're calling people up one at a time. And I'm like, well, hell, we were the first ones here.
But there's even a sign there that says people are taken back according to their appointment, not according to when you got here. Because it's surgeries with, the surgeons, so they're scheduled at specific times. So, so you went...
They took me back
Took
to the
him
room.
back, prepped him, got all ready. I got to go back and visit with him until it was time for them to take him off to surgery, talk to the doctor and the anesthesiologist and the OR nurse.
I was surprised because they knock you out completely for a knee job. I had a knee job.
Yep. So some of your research was not exactly accurate, was it?
No. YouTube can be your friend, but then YouTube can also fill you full of crap.
Yeah, well, I think it's because
Hello?
everybody's situation. We feed you crap every week. I think it's just because everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
So no person is the same. No surgery is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Your condition is not exactly the same. So you got hauled off. I went and waited in the waiting room. It was a half an hour when the doctor called me and said surgery went well. Some part of his meniscus, it was like folded over.
It was in such bad shape. He said...
He told me... Yeah, go ahead.
He said to her, I can't believe he has put up with that much pain for so long. No one else would do that.
Yeah. He said that the arthritis in the knee, which they thought from x-rays and stuff was bad.
And the MRI. It wasn't there.
It's not that bad.
It's just
for somebody
minimal.
his age, it's not that bad.
Here we go again.
So, for his age.
Bringing in the age.
But it was...
Hush up, Bob.
So it was just something about the meniscus. There was a tear, but then it folded up underneath, so that's why it was...
That's why it was causing so much pain.
So much pain.
But supposedly they went in, they cleaned it all out.
And he says he's going to be feeling so good in 6 weeks when all of his PT is done and it's completely healed. He'll be feeling really, really good.
So, I have my gown.
Yep. You had the best...
I might not be wearing anything, not just pants.
You had the most amazing staff.
Oh, it was incredible there.
So, I mean, all the way from Nikki, who took you back and got you all set up, to Casey.
And the Sunshine Band. That's how I remember her name.
The OR nurse, and she's the one that told you that's how to remember her.
I said, your name's Casey? And she goes, yeah, like the Sunshine Band. I'm like, perfect.
And then the first recovery room nurse was Jamie. She was really nice too. And then I don't know where she ended up going off to.
I don't think I remember that part.
But then you got Jen.
Jen,
this cute little blonde,
she was
sweet
awesome
as anything. And then you had her for the rest of the time until we left.
You want to throw the picture up here?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a picture of Jen and me.
Yep. She's adorable and so sweet. And she came walking in, and I asked her, I said, can I give him back his wedding? Or I said, so took his wedding ring because he couldn't have any jewelry or anything on for the surgery. So I take it, and I take my engagement ring off, and then I put it on, and that holds it on my finger. So she came walking in and I said, "Can we be married again?" And she says, "Huh?" And I said, "Can I put this back on him?" And she says, "Oh yeah, he can have that now." So I put it back on his finger and I said,
I
"With
don't
this,
remember this.
with this ring I thee re-wed." And she says, "Oh, that's so cute." So anyway.
I was still a little
We've got pictures of him being a little loopy.
floating.
Yeah, we can put those pictures up here too now if you want. Yeah. Look how
ain't I pretty?
Look how goofy he is. Yeah, he doesn't really remember much of anything. Anesthesia lasts long on him.
It really does.
So, but anyway, we really appreciated everybody at the Surgery Center of Reno.
They were incredible.
They were great, efficient, nice. Even the guy at the lady that let us in early, the guy that checked us in.
Yeah.
Everything was fantastic.
It really was.
So, their coffee was really good too. They had good coffee.
I remember that. It was.
Yeah, you had coffee.
For hospital coffee, it was dang good.
It was good. It was good. So, got you home, which is a bit of a challenge.
It was a
coming
challenge.
up our steps to get up in here.
Trying to, yesterday as soon as we got here and I'm trying to figure out how to walk up the steps because I'm using crutches to walk. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little difficult. Maybe we shouldn't have flipped those axles a few years ago. This is really high.
We're fortunate that my sister bought us these stationary stairs that lead up to ours. We just have to fold one step up, but it makes a nice sturdy entry.
Yeah.
So you just sat on your butt and scooted yourself up into inside. And
hey, whatever works, right?
You're hobbling around with crutches, walking very slowly and carefully. And getting up the steps into the bathroom, that's been a challenge too.
But I have been, since we walked in the door yesterday, exercising my ankle, which helps the knee. I bend it back and forth. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I bend it back, like my stockings.
Aren't his cute little purple socks
My
cute?
little socks. But to exercise it and then to try to bend the knee, I'm supposed to bend it as far as you can so there's no pain. But then I can only bend it so far because... Man, this bandage they put on there is huge. I don't think the swelling is there. I think it's all Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's
but
all
I have
bandage.
to leave it on. Can't take it off for 3 days.
So Monday.
So Monday morning we can take that off and
Yep.
look at it and go, it's alive!
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yeah, so he's got some pretty good drugs if he needs it. And it just makes him groggy is all.
It does. What is it?
But
Or do we say?
oxycodone with
Oxycodone.
ibuprofen.
Yeah.
And then,
It does. I mean, it takes an hour for it to hit me, though.
does
Once
it?
I take it, it takes about an hour for it to hit me. But then after that, I'm like, I just wanted to come and tell you, let me sit down.
Oh, that's something else. When I first went into recovery, you were speaking in your alien. Not one single audible, understandable word.
Kind of a buzzkill. Let's lighten the mood, shall we? Clive, when did you last get laid? I got my people primed and ready to pick me up.
Nothing. He just, I mean, that's his alien coming out. So,
Alien comes out of me, Ozarkian comes out of this one.
what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, he's feeling much, much better.
Today,
He's actually walking around a little bit better.
Yeah. I put some weight on it this morning without the crutches. It hurts a little bit, but I'm getting there. I'm hoping this afternoon I can go jogging.
No. But it, all of our paperwork and stuff says for him to do, the knee will tell you when you need to stop doing whatever. So he's supposed to, move it and as much as the bandage will allow him. So obviously they know that all that packing on the top isn't going to let you bend your knee too much.
Yeah.
So,
but Monday this comes off, and then it's 2 weeks from the surgery. I go back to start physical therapy.
Yeah, you'll go back and see the surgeon's
Yeah.
PA. But, so that was our fun day yesterday. So our surge protector came yesterday. And
So
You had called somebody.
if it would have arrived when it was supposed to, the company, I complained to them, it was supposed to be here Thursday, so they're great company.
Yes.
I don't even remember who we got it from, RV something.
Oh, it's not on here.
But anyway, I'll find out and we'll talk about them. But they're not sponsored, nothing like that. We paid cash for this. But they did credit us the shipping costs because it was a day late and I paid extra for the shipping.
Right.
To get here before this.
RVupgrades.com.
Yeah, that's where we got it.
Yes.
But they were really nice about it.
So we called the place back.
That was here on Monday, the RV
Arnold.
Tech. Called
Arnold.
them back. And
They're coming out today, this afternoon.
they are called...
It's RV and Solar.
Let's make
Dang it.
sure before
Yeah,
you say it. You can talk.
Yeah. So Arnold was really nice when he came out and checked it all out for us. That we called them back, and you had also talked to Brad, who I think is the owner of the business, and he helped us find somewhere to come and dump our tanks for us because
Yeah, I don't have it.
we can't do that because
I
of our
don't-
truck.
I do not have
So you
them.
don't have it. Well, we'll
I don't
we'll
have
let
it.
y'all know after they come again.
I don't have an email.
Oh, there
here.
should be our receipt from the other thing. I've got it here.
Yeah,
Hang
if
on,
you've
hang
got
on.
it, I cannot find it.
Hang on. All things RV and solar.
That's it.
So it's actually
Brad, Stephanie, and Arnold.
Arnold. So it's a business that's even out here in Cold Springs.
Yeah.
So.
But they do a lot of solar jobs. I can't say anything about it, but I do know that they do that.
They do it,
and
yeah.
I guess they're pretty good at it. But as far as helping out and doing other stuff like that, Arnold's coming back today.
Yep. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Heat of the middle of the day.
Everything's going to be.
He'll be able to get
okay,
this
that
installed for us,
installed.
call around, and we'll have power back, and we can at least run the air conditioner on the 30 amp. I'm not even going to try it with the generator. Not even going to try.
Our generator's old and tired now,
I think
guess,
the
after
generator
5
is
years.
possibly old and tired because we've run it to death. Even though we don't run it that much, stuff like this during the summer, we do run it to death.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to try that. It'll be good for if we need to super boost or charge the batteries, something like that. But
So we went with Progressive Industries again, and we're really glad we did because
oh yeah,
they actually are sending us a new one. It has a lifetime warranty on it.
I got online and I filled out their little warranty sheet, attached a couple pictures of the one that's in the bay, and realistically, I didn't expect to get another one.
Yeah, it's been 9 years since
They're
we put it
shipping
in.
out, so we're going to have a brand new spare. So
Yeah, which could be a good thing. Unfortunately, you won't be able to be out there and watch Arnold do this.
it's 8 wires, 4 going in the bottom, 4 going in the top of the surge protector, and it's done.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get some pictures that will help with that. That way, if it
Because we were going to
happens
do a whole
again-
video of me installing it, which would have been a whole video of me installing it.
Yeah, because when Tom and Lori tried to do something, it's never easy.
It's never
See,
easy.
I mean,
it's a WWTD or a WWLD.
Yeah.
What would Tom do or what would Lori do?
Yeah, I mean, heck, even going in just to get a simple EKG that takes 15 seconds took us 2 tries. So.
The better part of a day.
Yep. Anyway, this is a long video. We had a lot going on.
Oh,
Yes, dear.
I'm ready for
You
breakfast.
ready for breakfast? Okay. Nurse Cratchit will get right on that for you. So we all hope that you have a very good week this
Yes.
week. Much better than our past week.
Let's hope we got everything in 1 week. And it's out of the way.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. See ya.
Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
Hey, the baby girl. Bear. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Are you ready for breakfast? Oh, is it time to eat? She says, how come we didn't go outside?